week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the SHawks of Toronto taking on our home team. On the visitors' sideline, their head coach. His guys looking good right out the gate, off to a 2-0 start. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys came up short on the road last week. Now they're trying to turn things around in front of the home crowd here. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a man who played collegiately in College Station, their rookie quarterback from Texas A&M.
And a good start out of the gate. 2 games played, teams at 1-1, and he's played about as well as you expect a rookie quarterback to play. But what's been emphasized on the team and by the head coach, everyone else, raise your level around it and help this young man along.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Third play here of this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Brings up 3rd and 5. They'll drop the throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Chavez. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. At the 43-yard line. Now Murray off play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Here's Murray. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Murray now. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
That is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. At the 2-yard line.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want it to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up the 1st and goal.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Brings up 2nd try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the SHawks get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Take it at the 37. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And they will take over 1st and 10. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Murray on the sneak. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now this time Murray to throw it. He finds his man, complete. It's Chavez. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
27 on the play. 1st down, SHawks.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. To throw, it's Murray. He'll try and do this himself. Murray with a nice move. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Snowhawks are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop it.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal. So problems compounding themselves here on the return. They just give up the touchdown, and now they lose the football.
Yeah, partner, things are starting to unravel a little bit for them right in front of our eyes. They're going to be looking for some answers.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Snowhawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Oh, had his hands on it. Couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far. Offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere. But it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And no return on this one as that kicks out of bounds, so they'll start just outside of their own 30-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Over the middle, it's complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
Murray keeps it himself. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Chavez. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain.
Now Murray. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
It's 4th down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the rout is on. It's 24-0. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
It's a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Looks like a 9 loss, and it also brings up fourth. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. From the left hash, this from 46. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It across midfield inside the 45. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
44-yard line.
Murray going to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we've got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Shifts by him. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get through. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
A gain of 7. And the Toronto first down.
Murray now to throw. And he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. on the play, and that'll make it second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. He finds his man complete. That's Stanley. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Oh, and that is incomplete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our look around the league starts now with a matchup of contrasting styles. And this is the home team's quarterback. He went for over 300 yards along with this, one of his 4 touchdown passes. The Dragons are off to a 3-0 start as they get the victory. From there, we go to SoFi.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Sheds off the tackle. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, you net the Dolphins back a little bit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's got this down to the 35.
10 yards on the play. And the Toronto first down. 1st and 10 at the 35.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 31, here's a 2nd down and 6. Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
To throw is Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop it right where it all started. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back.
And a first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Over the middle, and hits Austin. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Toronto 1st down.
Here's Murray from midfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Now Murray again. Now he's going to step up and run. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
At the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That'll put him at 96 yards receiving now for the game, and he's got a 1st down as well.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Now Murray off play action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. Now a draw play. This is Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Murray now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Snowhawks are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The offense on 3rd down, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. To throw, it's Murray. Looking middle, and that's complete. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle they go. It's Bishop. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16.
First down.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
The slot man in motion right. Now they show jet sweep it instead, or run up the middle here. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get 1 more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the first down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And not a whole lot doing there as they'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And a Toronto 1st down.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Snowhawks.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Toronto, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.